the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
General, Chairman General, Kwame Sefakan, a pusu ahumam. Kwame Sefakan, one of the renowned journalists, an age journalist, a Juman Wayachi Yipa, Jia Budin Bibribi. Uchiremwa ene the level at which journalism in fact had been ye pa. Kwame now reacted to the late John Kuman's and Nsem-Pii radio so TV so asheta baby a. Kwame Sefakan say ene you person obusel journalism standards ye set for journalism no. And he found as standards net. Because it looks as if we say and journalists engaging in dirty, low standard type of journalism. Yeah, a Durubra, it was said the National Media Commission, the Ghana Journalists Association, the West African Media Commission, Ebemu. Now Omobe set the record straight because the economy, in fact, enye according to Kwame Sefakan, the economy. Enyekra. Na ene is a journalist. Ebetumi adane pathologist. Etumi chire adekudia poti ya ekumubi. Barely a week to the demise. Na ensensam ye ekoso radio so TV so. People don't care about the feeling of the widow. People don't care about the feeling of mamia wahre ne ba. People don't care about the feeling of mama akuma kunsia ya yeja wo mo achiri. People don't care about the feeling. Na ye be throw journalism into the gutters, the garbage. Ni akeka de e da in fact. Na enye papa. Na wono kan wo nim say enche. Enuru kina ye de na betra TV so ni radio so ni edi na tem but ono nya tem die no e ho na wo hwe. And people lack proper actors of being a human being, not even being a journalist. Na ne yikra na ya tese the late John Kuma ni yire edi asem na kwa police. E dey evidence na wo dey ko akwa chire claims ahodo na wo TV so big. And a journalism attending to prophecy. Yeah, ni journalist adane prophecy e shem komara.
Okay.
Yeah, macro me no.
But me crofwa say nwanwa kakra say ya dey radio television na obi ewu eni na watch ye nwene ne busua ho ye nwene ne yere ho ye nwene ne ma 6 obi nwene omo ho na ya dane radio into pathologist. Journalists are done pathologists, are done prophets. Na yakekako.
Problem, Chairman.
And CBCC wa obeka say tie bia say nya me ken say nyomo ye nenyen. Obihu de ombedi matem. We've lost ethics as human beings. Obiewu dead. And in no time, a man for radio so TV so radio kunu. Say you poison. See, send a complaint.
Yeah, that's Adam Martin.
Say, you be say, wow, what was a unim se poison you kuno for evidence, bra. Oko funny. If you know, NASA, in also, in a way, in a way. Jamaica said National Media Commission, GJA, Media Foundation for West Africa. Where dear, me misre, monka bibi. Because here near journalists here Jumano. And we should be able to look at ourselves and say these are low, dirty standards. Mimi who be though?
Yeah, because yes, we be no much share your home. So,
I'm out for your message on Muhammad and Amno. And go for an obi also fed Rube 10. We also have for 2. No one coffee, no sound for 2.
I 6 March hereby. Now, me journey turn of constituency 6 March or turn also.
Okay.
And me pay back on. Me didn't come when I me say, oh, now on 6 March. I'm going to ask you catch him.
Yeah,
I think Quebec, but time on what day you're marching, and the time I saw as I said, no more drew. can't risk his life. He can't risk his life. The chairman, it's very worrying. Say I could take it that twist. But Obianka say it's not possible. Say out of malice or for no fault of anybody. The issue about food poisoning can occur and deliberate poisoning can occur. But say Rebecca BB on matters of this nature, it's always better say Rebecca koye autopsy. So now Antina Sabu Yahanukana you're taking them for granted. Elsewhere, no, I didn't see the first thing is autopsy. Beyond that, nobody communicates. No. And to say no Maya conjecture name instant to say and I will be catching me say this they are all immaterial at any point in time. But your society now you are building. I say Musia Kwame and can I'm refine no and I'm more no poison. A curiosity can buy now fast. Grandpapa and Nana or Tiffy, why you be oh now you share buy you know so you're more abranti and ababa by you. That's our and I say, oh yeah, so those kind of things. And the local setup and also our own way of doing these things. Let me say, can you come and say, Krumuno, and I am modifying and say, baby. But I think, say, as a country, you know, ban education cost, as I say, I appreciate, say, health issues are basically scientific. Nti ewo ne yare ne nkone ba ne ba bibia no yem consult the scientist na de omo beka no yem fa no nya adwuma ne nya superstition ne malice ne we di adwumboni bi na obi fa so ye ne say na baye bi na sa no ma nya no na ba science ma yen tracy or the medical history of a family crana intimi who say oh ade we to ni pass me say to we to enti likely say e bitima sa to e na de ahye bi foforo na yare no so wo abusua nim yare bi won so akwa me didi abusua na mu sa so enti ni nyina aka ho bi na yenya problems na
last week na me ne Dr. Yao Merefini last name on Reggie Rockstone Baha nyumtini Reggie Rockstone. Reggie is an ambassador for prostate cancer. Dr. Neti baby I know for it here. Yeah, about prostate cancer can't remember. One of the first things I kind of says Oba, you checking area, you show family history. Yeah, it be a fabi, una nebi, upapa bi, it be on yebi. And just to buttress your point about family history, need a science or medicine. Breast cancer, baby, sao mami yebi, also be one TB, but with your buyer.
I mean that's
Obi to reach down in nine so.
Yeah.
I call radio. Me on because me age more radio so. A woman me age more TV so. And a social media and but obi to me could jina radio so. Jina social media, jina television so. Say unim. Say you see any way. How?
I will be at me to say history. Okay. I mean, for me, the example was it 2 weeks ago. Name constituency.
Okay, Dr. Yao Amwa, that's the name. Okay, Dr. Yao Amwa, that's it.
You call a year kakra. I come throughout. You call a year best 4 or 5. Throughout greetings I was feeling, I felt some okay. Yeah. And now me pentem crazy baby, but you know so cold you know I'm cold with ya. So I had to let's say me year until a year last one. Almost sorry so more bonds and me MC ne momaka o man hu me bi na me sorry free ayi na se o mo ne se bia me ye me hu ye wa chire ho ba bia na se me chia obi aba na me ka che ni pa me ne nante se o mo into car no ne enko hospital ne ko dia nkwanta hospital ti me ko na nurse bi shia no bi se na me so me person check me pressure ma me because I'm not feeling
very right.
Obi a who say bibi ha me ba me aka sa me body mu no.
To iridium.
Yeah, lo and behold, I'm going to check my pressure. It was very low.
Low?
Very low. And that was the first time I made checking pressure crowd but below 80 thereabouts near. And I'm going to come out doctor. The first time doctor was say, hey, results see there. What pressure or what? Come you see, the doctor no crap so tin will be as and I'm so no, it's my first time. My name will be on my family or that kind of condition. No, so I pass over by. But come in, can be able to me. some of the merchandise. But I tell you, fresh parliamentary candidate, you now, Fred. You're the best by forces.
One time.
So me akasa man share me body mu anko hospital na can be bit mess.
Yeah.
But I tell you, uchi said the crank obi antiase. Yeah, the best by for 10 year cry the best nipa na on the call election.
Exactly.
And I say obi o ka campaign team ho na poison some nyina betimi abam say okochia ye we ase a o de saka kraka na no na and our we kebab we na ya poison. Man nipa rush and everything was scientific basis. Some of these things. And me feel say about the first point is basically the opinion of the scientists, experts. But I'm so happy, say in this short period, autopsy reports and a kind of a banana wife and so it's much mammy and to be alpha poison someone and tonche. That is not the cause. So, but the main cause in there, na ababontin. Na you who say
ni partitu bebre asabe people who we believe should know better.
Exactly.
So we believe there's rumor.
Yeah.
And sensationalism.
Yeah. I mean,
and I
yes, I believe now you Bonnie be attached. Oh, your past was just now your pointy fingers. And our normal relative crowd to running mate some name but I didn't running mate no so nipa obechu so no alaji what baby you know what I say enti ma yanke can some no could do that point.
I'll state you do the Prophet Bell. I said that Gata and yellow journalism is assuming amazing levels whilst Christianity has also been commercialized. It is very sad and sickening with no sense of respect for the feelings of the grieving family. My brother, trust me, if any journalist or pastor does this to my family member, we'll find a way to square it out with ethics and scruples going to the dogs. Charles, we pray it doesn't get there. We just pray. Why? We pray. It's quite interesting, sir. National Media Commission, Media Foundation for West Africa, Ghana Journalist Association. Basically, the Mentes Obiaka Bibi. And our TVB.
Mentes Obiaka Bibi. And it's very harrowing. So, in fact,
these are organizations I'm aligned with.
Exactly. So, and
it's quite interesting.
Because, I say, National Media Commission, Media Foundation, as a normal year on politics on Kwana, almost show interest.
That's how we say a political matter.
But more of a social issue. Of course, the politics around it, but Kwame, it is just not proper. Me shall say some comments. I was like,
how to meet you? Maybe
no, I tell you, interesting enough. For the first time, also, maybe I will say this. Everybody knows the relationship between me and Kwabena Bobiansa. But I am in court with him in a Tema High Court because on one of his programs, he decided to play a certain voice that said that I killed President Atamils. So Nana Yababu, as we speak now, I have been accused of having a hand in the supposed murder of John Ibasa Atamils, and I'm in the Tema High Court with Kwabena Bobiansa.
And you are in court?
Yes.
Yet autopsy report will be Nsem-Pii abonte.
Good. And yes, and the guy who did it says your friend J.M. Bakwejo, something. In the same high court in Tema, I am in court with a certain Jifagunu. Eddie Jita Makro is his lawyer. Onu Jifagunu say, me na me kum me baba, my 8-year-old small girl, because me timorning. And I'm a person me kujo Mahama. Until I'm me bako a shrine, Togoni, Benin, Ediko Nyankuma. So as I walk now, they say I'm a murderer. Why won't I ask for an autopsy report and an inquest to clear my name? So, Jonkuma Dianaba, and God does things in his own good time. Say 12 years after the death of President Mills, Bibiasa Togana and a poisoning Ebemu. So I am saying, since President Mills faced on the 24th July 2012, was it out of poisoning also?
But Sadano na unni baby ana or one crana or meho.
I was in the castle. I was in my office.
Okay.
Yeah, before the unfortunate happened, and now we all had to rush in.
But you were not in that room.
No. I was not in that room. No.
Okay.
I was not in that room. But I know it for a fact, and I have it on record, that a lot of vomiting took place. And the vomiting, the blood was gushing out of his orifices, of course.
But there's autopsy about Bontin, right?
Anyway,
They've not done autopsy at all.
Well, I don't know. The same Sami Atamils claims that some autopsy was done, and Sami has the autopsy report. Why didn't they give the autopsy report to the widow? Because the day the president was buried at Nsem-Pii Park. If you remember, because he was commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces,
yes.
almost the Ghana flag, a casket, no. And as commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, there was a sword, and that sword was his sword of command. But of course, they will not bury you with the flag and the sword because haram. But the sword no, flag no sword no. If you had that kind of song, it was handed over directly to the widow at the time as the next of kin. How come that autopsy report was not handed over to the widow? And some brother is claiming that he has that report. A brother who was not part of any elections in this country.
So you are telling us that
in fact, let me just add. He had no locus at the castle. He had no locus at the castle. He was just a brother walking around. It was after the death of his brother that he found himself in parliament. And only God knows how he found himself in that parliament. And I repeat, only God knows how he found himself in that parliament. And I say it for the third time, only God knows how he found himself in that parliament after the death of his brother.
Well, this is
Ubisa Sami Atamios. So I don't know what can when they just see I don't know what can say he has the autopsy report. So he just produce it. And when the Otwam family, so you have the autopsy report, but you are not bothered about Nsem-Pii Park and how Nsem-Pii Park was left in ruins. Autopsy report did there. What did their boss so and I will also say, I'm the brother. And I will get autopsy report. More near Juma. But Nsem-Pii Park now we are no edda. As that time now I poto. I fin near say sebe omo adwum kikamu ekoda ho sebe yesi ebinum ko num edroboni wo ho sebe yesi ebinum ko fa omo ho e wo ho obe sorry na yesi condom dam ha bibi nam ha ye ebinum yen kita also report but ye pu papa no the bre odi man ye adwuma o ye ma Ghana na ho bra se na baka ye ni nyankopon ni nyamisuro do o ma oman eni esi ye de ye ntinda eni e pacho ya pajo mahamacho wanye na me deputy general secretary ye pacho wa the more pacho no ye say we anti JM na president Moses say we wuko janu no nko. At a point in time what we heard was that they won't turn Nsem-Pii Park into a shrine for people like Okwanyi the to go and be worshiping the body of Atamils there, so Nsem-Pii Park will not be constructed. That is what we heard at the time. And when the time comes, I know the names I will mention who were there when this information came from the then Flagstaff House when John Mahama was sitting president. That the president is saying that they won't turn Nsem-Pii Park into a shrine for people to go and be worshipping Atamils' body there. And you talk about in 2016. Make me a comfortable press conference. That result I had received at a certain point in time, you were in a comfortable lead. Mankasa Atamils was in a comfortable lead. Mr. President John Dramani Mahama is in a comfortable lead. Adiabeki, Adiabesa, and now I said, said the bio, send the number, and now sitting president, or official residence. And I want to say, Nsem-Pii at the bar, see her. She be the Kekakono. Oh, one man, Sasso.